aren't they the exact same brush? Hey there guys, glad to see you. Today in this video, we will be doing a side-by-side comparison of the Bounce Curl original Define brush to the brand new Bounce Curl Defining Volume brush. Well, I say brand new, it actually launched a little while ago and I'm just now getting around to doing a really detailed wavy curly hair science experiment, side-by-side comparison of these two products, keeping all the variables as close to the same as I possibly can and only switching out the brush so that we can really see the side-by-side comparison of how these two brushes perform on one head of hair so that you have the information that you need as the consumer about which of these products may work best for you and your curls. If that sounds good to you, make sure to stick around to the end of the video so that you don't miss a single thing. But without further ado, let me show you how each of these brushes compare side by side. We have a rare puppy sighting here on the channel. If you see him, comment puppy emojis in the comments. He's very concerned about what I'm doing. All right, now that my hair is nice and soaking wet, I'm using the Gentle Clarifying Shampoo from Bounce Curl. I've loved this shampoo for quite a long time. It's actually one of the more hydrating shampoos I've ever tried, but I suspect Bounce Curl labeled it clarifying because it goes ahead and foams and suds. And at the time when this product was launched, companies clarified that the product was clarifying if it got all foamy. All right, now that my hair is nice and clean and I pulled that lather through the lengths of my hair and rinsed it out, it's time for conditioner. This is the Super Smooth Cream Conditioner from Bounce Curl. It's definitely very rich and thick and quite nice actually. I like to apply it to mid-lengths to ends first, but honestly, I take it everywhere because my hair at my roots is still hair and it still needs to be conditioned. Once I've got that really well finger combed through my hair, I'm gonna use the Bounce Curl Define EdgeLift Brush. I just use this to distribute the conditioner through my hair. I'm not really turning the brush on its side. It's just the bristles that are running through my hair at this point, and that's because I'm distributing the conditioner through my hair. Also, see, I'm rinsing my brush. I'm not leaving conditioner in it, so it will be clean when I go style my hair. All right, now I'm just adding a tiny bit more water to the back of my head and doing a thorough squish to condition. I pointed out that I rinsed the brush because I've gotten comments lately from people saying you need to rinse your brush out or you need to show rinsing your brush out. So I showed it. Now that I've rinsed all that conditioner out of my hair, I'm using the Avocado and Rose Oil Clump and Define Cream. Careful, this stuff is rich, it is strong. I am being careful with my measurement here and I'm only using the smallest little amount, just enough to cover my nail. Then I'm really gonna take my time and rub my hands together to make sure that this product is really, really smooth and thin and emulsified. And I'm gonna apply it in the same way that I applied the conditioner, kind of glazing it over from root to tip and then finger combing it through. This is just my standard application method for any cream conditioner-y type products. All right, this is what the brush looks like up close and personal with just a tiny bit of my hair in it. I'm now going to use the brush to organize my curl clumps and I'm gonna do my brush styling method. First, I'm just brushing that Clump and Define cream really evenly through my hair. And here you can see that I'm pushing my hair away from my face and turning the brush on its side. That's because I want the edge of the brush to create my curl clumps. Then I'm gonna brush the hair off the sides and back of my neck, really using the side of the brush to define my clumps. This is a little bit tricky to do on camera, really slow, but on the day-to-day, I find this to be quite easy and quick to use. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and you're not really gonna see those satisfying curl clumps because it's the back of my head, but I'm showing exactly how I'm using the brush on the sides and back of my head. I like giving my hair a little bit of a shake to kind of shake those curl clumps together. And then I'm gonna do my last brush styling section kind of right here, sloppily at the crown of my head. Really turning the brush on its side as I do so, giving my hair a little bit of a shake, and doing my swing curl clump method. I find that this really helps keep things from getting stuck to the back of my head and getting wonky. Is it weird? Yes. Is it a little aggressive? Why, yes it is, but I find that it works really well for me. And if I have enough water and clump and define cream in my hair when I stand up and shake it off the back of my head, I don't find that my curl clumps break up. This is the Light Hold Cream Gel from Bounce Curl, and I am measuring the amount of gel that I'm using. I'm using 1 teaspoon to start, and that is so that I can keep as many of the variables the same between these 2 wash days as I possibly can. How I like to apply my gel is once I've got my curl clumps nice and organized, I glaze it over the front and back of my head and gently scrunch it into my hair. I'm also going to apply it to the middle area of my hair where I did that brush section at the crown of my head. I'm turning my head from side to side and scrunching and pulsing this gel into my hair. I've tried brushing my gel into my hair and I really don't like what it does for my hair. Now I'm going in with a 2nd teaspoon of gel because I really felt like my hair soaked it up, and in order to get the mostest out of this wash day, you need to make sure that you are using enough gel, because if you don't use enough gel, there won't be enough product in your hair to hold. Anyway, now I'm focusing this 2nd application of gel on the sides and back of my head, making sure to scrunch all the way to my root so that I get even curl definition all over my head. If you're finding that one section of your hair is consistently less defined and more elongated than the rest of your hair, it is possible that it's because you are not scrunching product into that section thoroughly enough. All right, now I've got my gel applied to my hair. I'm going to do a quick little micro plop on my hair, taking my microfiber towel and removing a tad bit of the excess water before I add 4 pumps of the Bounce Curl hairspray to my hair. And today I'm spraying the hairspray into my hair and glazing it over and scrunching it in so that I get the total 4 sprays that I'm applying. Because like if I just spray it into the air, there's a chance that there will be product loss. This is my attempt at making sure that I am getting consistent amounts of product from wash day to wash day. All right, just glazed it over, scrunched in that hairspray, and now I'm going to hover diffuse. Now that my hair is 100% dry, I am going to scrunch out that crunch. There really wasn't much crunch in my hair or a very hard cast. I find applying the hairspray on damp hair does that. Like I get less crispy, crunchy curls that way. All right, now that I have thoroughly fluffed out my roots, fluffed out everything, scrunched it all out, here are my results with the Define Edge Lift Brush. I really love how this turned out. I feel like it looks super pretty and clumpy and delicious and shiny and wonderful. I will say that the Bounce Curl washing and styling products make my hair really shiny as a general rule, but that is the result with the Define Edge Lift Brush. Now, let's do it all over again on a different day, but use a different brush. And yes, I am going to show you that I did everything as exactly the same as possible. Same shampoo, same cleansing technique, pulling the lather through the lengths of my hair and rinsing very thoroughly. All right, conditioner time, same conditioner, same application technique, finger combing it through, but today I'm using the Volume EdgeLift Brush, and I am not using the side of the brush just yet. I'm only using the brush to distribute the conditioner through my hair. I felt like I used a similar amount of conditioner today, but it got really foamy and frothy. Also, really rinsing the brush out very thoroughly. There is no conditioner left in the brush that I can see, feel, or tell, so there you go. adding just a touch of water to the back of my head and doing a squish to condition, just like last time. But really, it was really foamy. I wonder if more bristles in the brush had something to do with that, but we'll talk more about that later. Now I'm rinsing out that conditioner really well before grabbing the Clump and Define cream. Same amount of cream, using just enough to cover my fingernail, applying it to mid-lengths to ends and finger combing it through. Again, just like last time, but this time using the Volume EdgeLift Brush to define my curls. There's a little bit of my hair in the brush, just like last time. We're just so consistent here on this channel. First, I am brushing through that Clump and Define cream really evenly. I'm not using the side of the brush just yet, really smoothing the product into my hair. Also, I'm noticing that this brush feels like it's gliding through my hair more easily somehow, like tugging even less than the other brush. Now I'm pushing the hair away from my face and using the edge of the brush to create little curl clumps, really taking my time to make sure that I'm doing this really evenly. I thought with there being more bristles and like smaller gaps, this brush would tug more, but it actually feels like it tugs less. All right, you can really see that I'm getting good little T9C defined curl clumps by using the edge of the brush to define my hair, really making sure that I turn the brush on its side so that I get those curl clumps with the side of the brush. All right, now let's do the other side of my head again, pulling the hair off the sides and back of my neck and turning the brush as well as I can to get those curls defined. Is this satisfying to watch? Watching the footage back, it feels a little bit satisfying to watch. Now I'm going to define that crown section just like I did on the other wash day, really taking my time, turning the brush as far as I can to make sure that all the hair is gathered into the side of the brush so that those curls get defined, giving my hair a little shake and doing my swing curl clump method to make sure that nothing's stuck or sticking to the sides or back of my head, giving my hair a quick little scrunch before I stand up, shake it off the back of my head and do the other side. Now I'm scrunching my hair one more time to make sure that everything is super even. And just like last time, now that I've got my curls really well scrunched and organized, it is time to do gel. Using 1 teaspoon of the Bounce Curl Light Cream Gel. First, just like last time, making sure to use my thumb to really scrape out the product so that I'm getting consistent amounts of product. Is this perfect? No, but it is my attempt to be as perfect as I can so that we can be as consistent as possible and get a really accurate comparison between these two products. Glazing it over my hair and into that middle crown section, just like last time, and giving my hair a nice scrunch all over before I go in with the 2nd teaspoon of gel. Now I'm just glazing it on the sides and back of my head, just like last time. I don't want to know how many times I have said just like last time in this 3-minute section of video. Oh my goodness. Scrunching the sides again, really making sure to scrunch all the way to my roots. And I really feel like you can see that my curl clumps this time around are slightly smaller than they were last time. Now I'm just gonna go apply hairspray and diffuse off camera. Why? Because I forgot to film it. And here we are with the hair 100% dry. I cannot remember at this point if I filmed the original scrunch out the crunch, like with the original Bounce Curl Define brush. So I'm filming at least the one with the volume brush, scrunching out the crunch. The hair is 100% dry. It's been a long week. Give me a moment while I fluff my roots. It's been a few days since I washed and styled my hair with the original brush, but I gotta say, I'm really, really liking the results with the volume brush so far. Initial first impressions of this particular wash day. Okay, so let's talk about the actual differences of the brushes side by side, taking a really close, detailed look, making sure to really see all of my leftover hair in the brush that I am too lazy to clean out. I'm sorry. First off, one of the major differences is the color. The original is a lighter blue. The volume brush is a darker blue. After briefly checking their website, it would appear that there is only one color currently of the volume brush, and the original Define brush has 3 different colors. There is a slight color difference. Here's the color difference. They look the same to me on the website, but in person, the Define brush is way lighter and the volume brush is much more blue. Secondly, the number of bristles on each brush is different. There is a higher density, more bristles on the volume brush than on the Define brush. The Define brush has less bristles. And the last major difference is the distance between the teeth on the sides of the brush. The Define brush, there is a much wider space, and on the volume brush, it's a much smaller space. The top edge of the brush is exactly the same, but really, when you're styling, you're using the edge of the brush, not the top of the brush. I think it would be quite tricky to, like, I don't know, somehow use the top. I'm sure you could. And the tail on both for sectioning appears to be exactly the same, which actually has come in handy once or twice for me. And that is it, guys. That is a side-by-side comparison of the 2 viral bounce curl brushes. Pick and choose based on your results, your desired needs. I do want to say this wash day with the volume brush did give smaller, piecier curls here on the side as compared to using the Define brush. And I can't tell if I like it more or not. Honestly, I am splitting hairs here, pun intended. The results seem very, very similar. This wash day almost appears curlier. I wouldn't necessarily say my hair is more voluminous, but I think that says more about my curl pattern than it does the actual brush. In theory, if you were making each curl clump smaller, you should have more volume. Your hair should be bigger. That's just not how my hair is. It's a looser curl pattern. I have incredibly silky roots. And my hair is very heavy. So my hair just tends to have less volume in general, but I am interested to hear your opinion in the comments because currently I am not looking at the footage side by side. You, on the other hand, right now are looking at the footage side by side because I've gone back and edited this video. Do you see more volume in the volume side? Because really all I'm seeing is slightly smaller curls, and that's giving it a slightly more curl enhanced appearance. It's a tad bit stringier, but it's not really. Like, it's really fine. Both of these wash days are gorgeous. Also, can I just say, I forgot how much I love the Bounce Curl shampoo, conditioner, gel, clump and define cream. These products are so nice and high quality. My hair always looks incredibly shiny. It smells incredible and feels really good. Like, I don't reach for these often because the gel doesn't give me just all the hold in the world, but adding a little bit of the hairspray on top ups the hold level for me. I don't know, like, I'm really loving this wash day. I've really enjoyed both wash days where I used all Bounce Curl products. It's been a while since I've done that, and I'm glad I did because my hair feels really good and looks really pretty. And before we go, I do want to say a quick note about the dupes for this brush. When the original Bounce Curl Define brush launched, it blew up. It became viral very quickly, which meant that within what seemed like a matter of seconds, there were dupes available for 1/10 the price that this brush retails for. And as a consumer, I understand the appeal of not spending $27 plus shipping on a brush, and instead maybe running over to Amazon and finding, I don't know, the $10 dupe and not paying for shipping and getting it in 2 days with Amazon Prime. I understand that, but having gotten more involved in the curly hair industry, meaning I've had the opportunity to talk to the owners and leaders of these small women-owned businesses like Bounce Curl and hear the frustration that comes with the blood, sweat, and tears that go into developing, researching, the amount of money it costs to produce and bring a product to market so that you have the ability to purchase it. And then you've done all of that. The product is doing incredibly well. And all of a sudden, there are knockoffs everywhere that are cheap, that are not as high quality, that ruin the good name of your product that you developed because it's not your product, because it's not made as well. It's not using the right materials or same materials that you spent all that time researching and developing. It's so discouraging and so disheartening. I understand how, as a consumer, it is extremely appealing to purchase the dupe or the knockoff that comes from foreign parts. But when a product is patented and knocked off, I don't know, I'm just seeing a different side of the coin that I never paid attention to before I got to know the small women-owned business owners producing the products. I've gotten to know them, and now I get really frustrated when I see them come up with something really cool and innovative and it's immediately knocked off. That hurts my soul. I feel for them. I have never personally brought a product to market. The idea of the amount of money, time, dedication it would take to do that makes me sweaty and really nervous, which makes me admire these women all the more. That being said, I have not tried the dupes for this brush because I would much rather support the person who originally came up with the idea for something this cool. I don't think there has been a brush invented that is this innovative in the curly hair industry since the Denman brush. And if you know when the Denman brush was invented, comment down below, because I don't. I would have to look up that information right now and I'm not going to. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm honored I got to hang out with you. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. It does help me out. Selfishly, I'm asking you to do that because it is actually helpful, but it also lets me know that the content was actually accomplishing its purpose by helping you. So let me know if this was helpful, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to hang out in future videos, click that subscribe button. I would love to see your bright and shining face around the YouTube channel again in the future. I sure hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!